Hello and welcome back to me playing Anno 2070! Last time, with Deep Ocean expansion pack, should I mention. Aside from other things. Last time, we started building our city, which is named Iron Gate, which is a name I won't be using because... Iron Gate? I don't like the name Iron Gate. Therefore, I will name it the way I name most of my, tycoon cities, and that is... Nox Prime. First night. Nice Latin meaning, I guess. Now, before we get started going almighty bollocks, you might have noticed last episode already that there is a box here. I left it perfectly. It's 5 times 6 in grid. I left it perfectly for the casino to fit in. That's what I did for. And that's why I used it. Because the casinos have actually an area of effect, as you can notice. Outside of this area, the houses won't be influenced, so we don't get advantage of having a casino around. Which isn't optimal. Next, I've been talking about what is the goal of this Let's Play, so I've set it. And this is... We need to have an island global population, not an island population, of 25,000 inhabitants. That's fair enough. Second, we need to reach at least 2,500 executives of each class. So that is tycoons, ecos, as well as the scientists. They are not called executives, but there is some... We can call them executives. They are the highest tier class. We have workers for now.
All this time, my wife had delicious fish on the table.
Exactly. We have workers first, then there are the employees, then there are the engineers, and then there are the executives. The same cannot be said for the scientists, however. Third, build 3 monuments. All 3 of them. The Science Forum, the new monument for the techs, yes. The, I don't remember, the Council Center, or whatever it's called for the tycoons. And finally, the big monument of the Ecos, which is the Leisure Center, or the Parliament, I believe. At any rate, without further ado, let's start with the episode. There's gonna be a prompt which will update you every time I hit a certain goal. Target, basically. So, without further ado, we will be placing more houses. We can drag drop houses as long as they are 2 per X long. Because houses need to be connected to a road which is connected to a town center, or city center, in this case. And if they're not, well, people will get unhappy. Secondly, we need to make more grid options. You see, every so and then...
Today my kids will have it better than me. Guaranteed.
Thank you. Every here and there, they will need a new activity, or better, a new need for a certain center. For example, the casino fulfills activity. Communities filled up by town centers. Then you have the need for communication, the need for whatever else, I don't remember. Participation, I believe. And all of these are granted by special buildings, the casino being the first one, or better, the town center being the first one, casino being the second one. Then there is the third one, which is the communication center, which has a 6 times 6 grid. And finally, I don't remember what the name is, which is a 7 times 9 grid. So it's basically like these houses plus this road big. Yeah, it's kind of big. So what are we gonna do before we start building too much into the island? And yeah, before we start building too much into the island, we will set up the grid as we like it. So we need a 6 times 6 for the next building, which we will be unlocking on the next level. Might I warn you that...
Time, my wife had delicious fish on the table.
Thank you. Every time I click on a house, they will be talking. I might warn you that if I build a casino, and if I drop their taxes to Euphoria level, they will be able to be advanced, so it's something. And that's what we're gonna do in this episode. We're gonna advance as many of these guys into employees, because... Where is Tacitus? Tacitus! Oh, here, it's kinda covered up. Fair enough. We're gonna give him Control 1, just to know he's always available. So now we're gonna focus on building more houses, because we want to reach a certain citizenship level. We might need... Oh wait, this is interesting. This house has no connected road, so if I leave it like here, as you can see...
Some are already gone, and I'm out of here soon myself.
As you may notice, they do not have the need for community maps. So meaning that they're like, oh my god, there's nobody nearby, we're gonna die! I swear to god they're like that. So we're gonna destroy them, and who cares? Oh look, a nice little square, we will be able to put a decoration here. Actually, I think... No. Next level we will be able to do that. For the time being, it's okay. Because we're gonna have the casino here and another center here, we want to expand as much in the area of influence north of the casino. I don't know if that's actual north. No, that's actually south of the casino. In this direction, like here, right? As you might notice, we can still squeeze a few houses here for the area of influence of the casino to be met. So we're gonna place 3 houses for the time being and put a road down. And here we have it. This should be it. Now we can place a casino. Now, every need which is met is going to increase their taxes, but the buildings won't increase their taxes, I feel. We have 415, 16, well, the population is increasing, so it's normal that the taxes are increasing. Let's say we have 420. If I put a casino down, I think, yeah, exactly, their need of activity is met, but their taxes aren't raised. So, if you want to put the building that they need, that citizens need to advance to the next stage of civilization, put it always as last. First meet all their... Shut up. First meet all their needs and then think about...
The board sends its congratulations on your success.
No problem. Since we are earning 343 balance per minute, I believe, or per half minute, I don't remember exactly. Rufus Thorn congratulates us for sustaining my economy. Kind of okay. So what are we gonna do now? We can check our resources. Our fish is, well, like there and there. And our liquor stocks are dwindling. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put another fishery here, as well as another alcohol store. I don't know how can I do this? Well, keep in mind that I'm gonna replace all of these buildings here, aside from the fisheries, for a second island. So I will keep all the dirty industry away from my main island, because, as I said, having a dirty industry is not really clever on your main island. They will get angry at the smog eventually, and it's not good. Once we hit minus 25, they're gonna get a small bonus to taxes.
Oh man, you here? And me with no booze.
But once we hit minus 200, they're actually gonna pay less taxes. If we keep it on a positive eco-balance, however, they are gonna pay more taxes. I believe it's like 1% more everything eco-balance. So if you have 300 eco-balance, now they shouldn't pay 300 taxes, 30% more taxes, but around 20%, so it's 2/3, I guess. I don't really know the statistics. I should actually research it.
Anyone interested in a
Trench coat.
deal?
Trench coat here is our, well, to say it unpolitely, he's our hobo guy. He is the black market dealer. He will sell us just about everything. And when I say everything, I mean right now only goods like bricks and tools. However, they are more expensive, obviously enough. But the most important part comes from his items here. As you can see, he can sell some special items. Everyone can sell special items, but certain items cannot be granted by anyone else but trenchcoats. Right now he doesn't have them available, but he will have. And I need to say that I'm actually intrigued by this one. As you can see, improves all public building on one of your islands by minus 15%. This is supply reduction 1. The best one is supply reduction 3, which reduces by 40%. Have 3 of them on your island and you won't pay anything for running community buildings like the town center and the casinos. But the more important one is the one that reduces the energy costs for these buildings, and that one we will be hopefully finding many. I know that you can buy them ever since the potions, so it shouldn't cost too much trouble. Anyway, let's lower their taxes. It will lower my tax income for a slight bit of time, but as we wait here... Ta-ta-ta! See these arrows means that they're ready to ascend. Once they are ready to ascend, they become engineers. Sorry, employees.
Everything else is going great.
So we're gonna advance a few buildings, and we're gonna keep it in this general area because there is gonna be the second community building here. So we're gonna press the U button. You can press it here, but you wanna press the U button.
Population class.
And now I don't know how these guys become these guys, but apparently evolution says that they can become these guys. As you may notice, employees have many more needs. The first one being hamburgers. Yes, they need hamburgers and they want it badly. As you notice that the fish now is consumed only at 50%. The other 50%.
I think you're okay.
Thank you. The only 50% is consumed by hamburgers alone. And so yeah, even if their population in one house is doubled, they actually consume more or less the same amount of fish, I believe. If not even less, actually. I believe they consume less food the more you go on. So we're gonna upgrade a few more, because right now we have unlocked the new staged buildings. We can now build tools production facilities. Tools workshop, which needs iron from the iron smelter, which needs coal and iron ore. So it needs kind of a lot of stuff. Same with concrete. Concrete is the third material for the tycoons, which they need to build certain buildings. And this here, the Ministry of Truth, is the building, the second building I've been talking about, which has a grade of 6x6. Remember that if you want to play the game. Okay, but the most important part comes here, the Tycoon Shipyard. With it, we can build ships, obviously enough. We need 360 Tycoons employees to have it unlocked, however. And that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna reach 360 Tycoon employees in our tiny little city. So, how much does that mean? 360 divided per 15 should be 24 houses. Do we have that many ascension rights allowed? Is it ascension rights? I think so. Yeah, it's ascension rights. So far we have 14 ready to become employees, and that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna upgrade as many houses as possible.
My wife has finally found a job.
1, 2,
That'll
3,
make things
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, nope, nope. We don't have tools. Tacitus, Tacitus, drive to Rufus. Rufus will give you tools. As you noticed, every house to be upgraded needs 1 ton of tools. That's why I said that you have to disable the ascension rights. If you do not, then they're just gonna burn your tools like crazy, and tools are needed globally. They're the most important thing together with the construction bricks. They're the global resource, if you wish to call it that. What I actually should be doing is put a road here. Destroy, no, wait. Don't destroy buildings here. There we go. This is gonna work nicely. Now, the Ministry of Truth has actually a bigger influence area than the casino here, so it's not really a problem. The problem is placing the casinos all over the city, because they have the smallest influence area. You can increase the area of influence of all these buildings, but you don't really want to. Eventually, you'll unlock the so-called monument, and the monument is a big thing. You can actually place the house here to have it still under the area of influence of the casino, so we're going to place it there. The monument is basically every single community need met in one giant building, which costs a lot, but it has an incredible area of influence. It has like such an area of influence, and I'm not kidding, and it's big. I think the monument for the tycoons is wait a second, a 13 times 18 grid, I believe. So yeah, it's basically like saying plenty of casinos one close to the other, and it's built bigger than any other building in the game. Not taller. I believe the science forum for Tex is actually taller, but
the company values competent people like you.
Hello. Brings even the most persistent protesters to reason.
Game saved.
Oh, this is so good. I do not have any licenses. You see these items, these special items here need licenses. These are here, as you can see. Shows the number of licenses current. Licenses are generated through science. If you research certain science things, you will get licenses. But not only. If you do some quests for these guys, you will get licenses. And licenses are good because you can buy these things like the anti-escalation equipment that is for sale here. This basically will just quench the attempts of a protest in a city. We'll explain that much later. For the time being, we come here for tools.
Has a certain amount of goods.
As you might notice, tools are actually twice as expensive as bricks, so we need to be careful with them. They're not cheap. They're very not cheap. And in fact, even to make, they're not cheap, considering we need 4 buildings total. 5 actually, because this produces double the amount of iron needed for a tool workshop. So you can run 2 tools workshops with 1 iron smelter, which needs, in fact, 1 coal mine and 1 iron ore mine. However, the rotary excavator, this monster here, is 50% efficient than as a coal mine. So yeah, basically the coal mine produces twice the amount of coal than a rotary excavator. So that's something we need to remember. And we'll need to remember it very soon because I'm gonna plant an island which is gonna produce every single building material in the game. Hopefully we'll be able to find such a good island. Let's unload our tools and let's upgrade more houses. How many more? 24 more. Okay, I think we're gonna reach our target goal of 360. You can see the number of citizens allowed here down the bottom. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get a cough here and there. Okay, 1 more house. Why are you not able to upgrade? Because you're 7 They need to be also filled up entirely, the houses, to be able to upgrade them. If they're not, then they won't upgrade that easily. So we're gonna press the plus button to accelerate time, and there they are. Now, give them a few seconds and they should be arrowed to become able to upgrade. No? Come on. Well, it takes more time, but you see, it happens eventually. And there we have it. Now, their taxes are already increased, and we're gonna increase again the taxes of our workers. For the moment, this is all that we need. So now, eventually, once these guys reach 360 citizens, we're gonna unlock a couple more items, like the convenience food chain and the shipyard. And that's pretty much it. I think this is unlocked much later on, yes. 750 employees. But for the time being, this is a good start. Also, there's a big building that is available to us, will be available, should I say, at 600 employees, and that is the fire station. You see, people like to burn themselves, and how can we solve this problem? By putting a lot of fire stations around the city. I'm not kidding. It's actually the truth. Alright, now that we've done this, I've noticed something when I started the game, and that is, in the main menu, there is a Senate voting.
Eligibility to vote verified.
As you may notice,
Now possible.
there are 3 candidates, and they are Solomon Davy, Yana Rodriguez, and Rufus Thorn. Each of them give a special effect. As you might notice, what Rufus Thorn's effect, if he is elected, is effectiveness of all police station increased. Yana's effect is maintenance cost of all police station reduced. And finally, the Prof's Dr. Selman Davies' effect is engineer and assistant ascension rights increased. Now, wherever you vote, you're gonna get 50 career points in chosen faction, and if the faction that you voted for is chosen as the leader of the whatever it's called, the Senate, then you will get another 25 career points. Career points are basically advantages that you get over time. As you might notice, the Professor Dr. Salmon Davies leading by 69%. It's a landslide victory over Yana Rodriguez and Rufus Thorn. And I guess that makes sense because engineer and assistant ascension rights are increased. So basically you can upgrade more houses than you normally can. But I am actually right now, if you get to my career progression...
You're doing an admirable job for the company. Well done.
I'm very far from done. In fact, I'm halfway through with Global Trust and SAAT, but I'm very closer to being done with the guys from Eden Initiative. If I vote for them, then I'm gonna get 50 points. And if I get
Between
to
you
unlock
and me,
this...
the initiative could use more people like you.
This is the Formula Yin-Yang Regulator. Provides residences on all your islands complete protection against plague. So hospitals, which is similar to a fire station, are not needed anymore. And I want it badly, because I believe that it's one of the bigger pains. Obviously, the last upgrades for Global Trust and SAAT are very similar. For SAAT is immunity to fire, and for Global Trust is immunity to crime, which is usually countered with a police station. So what I'm gonna vote for here...
draft bill is up for vote.
I'm not gonna get 75 career points with SAAT, but I'm gonna get 50 points with Yana
I
and
was
her
hoping we
company.
could count on your vote.
I know it won't make the choice because it's obvious and it makes a lot of sense that SAAT is gonna win. I firmly believe that this 12 and 19% of the people would have voted for them too, but they're trying to reach the maximum goal for their career in the chosen factions. That's at least my reasoning. Usually the votes are landslide victories, always, because there is no contest about it. Now, we've done this. What can we do? Ever since we unlocked the employees, we can actually upgrade our warehouse as well as the depots in our island. Depots, I don't really have any yet, so it's not a problem. So what does this do? It expands the warehouse. It gives one more truck to the warehouse. It puts more space into the warehouse. And that's pretty much it. It also alters the look. So we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, and it costs slightly more to run. This is maintenance cost 10. If I upgrade it, it's 20. It's expensive, but, you know, it's an upgrade towards the future. Now we're gonna take some tools, and this is gonna be the last thing of the episode I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take about, yeah, pretty much all. And we're gonna check a bit around the islands. We can press this little arrow here, and arrowhead, should I say, here. And it's gonna align ourselves the right way. There are plenty of small islands, and I want to plant one with my tool production facilities. For that, I need a river. A small island with a river. This could do it. Yes, this could much probably do it. There are 2 mines, which is enough. Of course, it's gonna be a bit of a pain later on, but still, it's good enough. There is a better island for doing this, but I feel like there isn't available. Wow, that's a big spiraling island. Evidently, this would be much better because there are more mines available.
Available for construction.
Apparently, we unlocked the new buildings, which is the shipyard and the convenience food chain, and that's okay. This island would be much better because it has 4 mine shafts open, or sites, should I say. And even more river plugs, but no, we're gonna place it. Which island did we say? Here. So we're gonna send in Tacitus to this coast. We're gonna build it here. There is gonna be bricks being built here, tools being built here, concrete being built here, and later on also steel, wood, glass, and carbon, which are all the building needs that you really need in the entire game, as far as I know. So that's good news. Of course, building a shipyard will need us to build concrete, and we want to build concrete on that island, a concrete facility, which needs sand, which is gathered by a river plug here, and limestone, which is gathered from one of these guys. And as you can see, we have both limestone and sand available. Sand is one of the most incredibly present resources, so that's the least concern for me. But as you can see, iron and limestone especially is kind of low, so we're gonna have to eventually buy modules for the islands, which are going to increase the quantity of limestone available. But let's not fret about it. We're gonna place our warehouse here. We're gonna name it Material Production Plant. No. Actually, I shouldn't name it like that. Material broad plant. And here we have it. This is gonna be...
The timing of your expansion was immaculate.
Rufus Thorn, of course, congratulates us for building a warehouse on another island, which is great news for me, personally. What we're gonna handle as soon as possible, however, is the building of tools. I might need to buy more tools for building tools, actually, efficiently. Wait a second, now I want to do this nice and easy. We need a mineshaft for iron. The irony. We're gonna place it as close as possible. We can do this trick, which is building 2 warehouses, I mean depots, and then destroy one in the middle. There might be a gap between 2, but doesn't really matter. They're connected anyway. Now, we can build the chain for tools. We will probably not meet all the requirements, but alas, that's what we're gonna do. Of course, there are just 2 plugs here for mines, and one is gonna be required for iron, the other one for limestone, meaning that we're gonna build rotary excavators. We need 2 of them to run the iron production plant, so we're gonna place 2 right now. Actually, no, let's be clever. Let's place 1 for the moment, then 1 of these guys, and finally 1 of these guys. My thinking being...
Energy supply inadequate.
Okay, we need to place another one, actually. My thinking was that I wouldn't run the tools production at 100%, however, I would be running it still on 50%, meaning that I would still generate enough tools. Now I'm forced to build another rotary excavator simply because we're gonna need it for energy. And truth be told, it shouldn't be here. It should be here. And we need a power station, which is obviously found here. And we connect the 2 babies together with a nice road made out of concrete. There we have it. Now, with the tools that we're gonna produce here, we'll be able to place more of these factories.
Eco-balance. Values sinking.
And as you can see now, the eco-balance status is on yellow, which is critical eco-balance. It's not desperate eco-balance, but it's critical eco-balance, literally. There should be a menu where you can check the eco-balance, but I don't remember where it is. Where did I miss that? Shouldn't it be like somewhere here? Maybe the depots have it? No, it should be the same. These are the item slots for the island, by the way. For those special items that you require licenses to run. But so far, so good. We can actually build immediately nothing, because this is gonna require us 3 tools together. So we're gonna leave this to work on tools, and as soon as we get 3 tools, we're gonna build a puzzled crusher and a smelter to be producing also bricks, or building modules, as is the right name. And then later on, the next episode, we're gonna expand this island even further, so that we can actually build concrete, and then we'll have everything ready. As you might notice, now, right now, this building here is complaining.
The company cannot accept failure.
I'm gonna do this. You see, Rufus Thorn here is offering me a mission. We get a reward of 111 licenses, 60 tons of concrete, and 10 agreement points, if you wish to call them that, which is basically how much he loves you. And we have to recover 4 flotsam crates, which should be here. We can issue Tacitus with shift right click to take them all, and go with shift click straight to Rufus. We're gonna do the quest nice and easy, we're gonna get our reward, which is concrete, and that's gonna be it. And as I said here, you may notice that there is 0 productivity going on. That's because the iron smelter here is not producing enough iron for it to run for the time being. This one should send a truck. The depot here has only 1 truck available, and it's not flying, so keep in mind that. Now that it gathers the coal, the truck should be coming here to pick up the iron. Let's see. Yes, here it is. The truck picks up the iron, the 3 tons of iron, and unloads them directly into here. As we can see right about here. Should go up. Actually it doesn't, because the tools workshop immediately lends them. So now the tool workshop is already running and it will produce 3 tools out of those 3 iron. So it's kind of a nice feeling to make a factory work. However, this is gonna all work in 15%, 50% efficiency, because we don't have 2 rotary excavators running for this entire chain. But we're gonna fix that later on as we have more tools available. We don't need to rush. So, without further ado, I'm gonna pause this right now, half an hour and 1 minute. So thanks for watching, and join me next time as we will move on. Until then, be well. Bye!
This was the Anno Gaming Show. Thanks for watching.